Good morning, all of you. ഇന്നത്തെ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ മാനേജ്മെന്റ് ആൻഡ് സേഫ്റ്റി. അതില് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ മാനേജ്മെന്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ടോപ്പിക് നമുക്ക് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. ഈ ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് 4 പാർട്ടായിട്ടുള്ളത്, അതായത് 4 മോഡ്യൂളുള്ളത്. മോഡ്യൂൾ 1 and 2 I will take. Module 3 and 4 Vikram sir will take. Okay. So മാനേജ്മെന്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഫസ്റ്റ് യൂണിറ്റ് നമുക്ക് തുടങ്ങാം. ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ മാനേജ്മെന്റ്. എന്താണ് മാനേജ്മെന്റ്? അതിന്റെ ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ, അതിന്റെ ബ്രീഫിംഗ്, അതിന്റെ ഡെഫിനിഷൻ, എന്തൊക്കെ കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് നമുക്ക് അതിൽ പഠിക്കാനുള്ളത്, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് ഇന്ന് നോക്കാം. ഞാനിത് ഒരു വീഡിയോ ആയിട്ട് റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തരികയാണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ വീഡിയോ വാച്ച് ചെയ്യാം. ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു ഷോർട്ട് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു വീഡിയോ. ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ മാനേജ്മെന്റ് തന്നെ അതിന്റെ അർത്ഥം മാനേജിങ്. ഒരു ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി ആകുമ്പോൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാ അവിടെ ഉണ്ടാവുക? നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം, മെഷീനറീസ് ഉണ്ടാവും, മെറ്റീരിയൽസ് ഉണ്ടാവും, മെൻ ഉണ്ടാവും, അതായത് വർക്കേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും, സൂപ്പർവൈസേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും, അതുമാതിരില്ല മെൻ ഉണ്ടാവും, മണി വേണം. ഓക്കെ, മെത്തേഡ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. അതായത് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയിൽ എന്താ നടക്കുന്നത്? മാനുഫാക്ചറിങ് ആണ്. മാനുഫാക്ചറിങ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? കൺവേർട്ടിങ് റോ മെറ്റീരിയൽസ് ഇൻടു ഫിനിഷ്ഡ് ഗുഡ്സ്. അതാണ് മാനുഫാക്ചറിങ്. ഓക്കെ, കൺവേർട്ടിങ് റോ മെറ്റീരിയൽസ്. റോ മെറ്റീരിയൽസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അസംസ്കൃത വസ്തുക്കൾ. What does it mean? For manufacturing a car, steel may be a raw material. For your bearing, steel may be a raw material. For your mobiles, some electronic gadgets may be a raw material. Okay, so like raw material means the input thing. So you're converting input into a usable item, output, by doing some process on that, means with some methods. So in management means managing these M's, means managing money, managing men, managing methods, managing material, managing machineries, etc. These are the things happening in industry. Managing materials, incoming materials will be there in industry, incoming materials will be there. Okay, converting, doing some operations on that machining, doing some machining on that material, doing cutting, doing filing, doing some welding, so many process on that machine, then converting into some usable item, that is manufacturing. Okay, and for these things we need money to purchase some materials, to pay for your job, workers. You need money, so you have to manage money. Okay, you need to have machinery. You have to manage machinery, means what time some machine to be started operation, what time that machine to be has to send for maintenance. So that are things to be managed. So industry, what is the backbone of an industry? What is the backbone of an industry? Backbone of industry is human resources, means men. The human resources, man is the backbone of any industry. See, those who have money, those who have lot of money can start manufacturing. But if they don't have proper human resource mean workers, proper dedicated workers, they cannot manufacture a good product. They may be able to produce anything with a lot of investment, but at minimum investment, if one need manufacturing, കുറച്ച് പൈസ കൊണ്ട് നല്ല രീതിയിൽ മിനിമം ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ്മെന്റ് നടത്തിയിട്ട് നല്ല രീതിയിൽ മാനുഫാക്ചർ നടത്താൻ നമുക്ക് ഡെഡിക്കേറ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള, നമുക്ക് നന്നായിട്ട് നല്ല രീതിയിലുള്ള ഒരു വർക്ക് ഫോഴ്സ് വേണം. അവരെ മാനേജ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റണം. സോ മാനേജിങ് വർക്ക് ഫോഴ്സ് ഈസ് വെരി വെരി ക്രൂഷ്യൽ in an industrial scenario. Managing workforce is very crucial. For example പറയാം, sorry, സപ്പോസ് നിങ്ങൾ ക്ലാസ് റൂമിൽ ഇരിക്കുകയാണ്, ഫ്രണ്ട് ബെഞ്ചിൽ ഉള്ള ഒരു കുട്ടീനോട് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു നീ പിറകിൽ പോയിരിക്കുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ അവൻ പറയും നോ 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 ഐ ആം കംഫർട്ടബിൾ ഹിയർ, ഐ വിൽ നോട്ട് ഗോ. ഞാൻ പറയും നോ യു ഹാവ് ടു ഗോ. They will say no no sir, I am sitting here, but why should I go? How can I take him to back seat if situation, some situation, if I want to manage him, I have to take him to some other position. If he is reluctant to go, means if he is not going, how to take him to the back bench or some other place? It's not possible, may not be possible. By harshly I say, if I cannot lift him and place him somewhere, I have to manage him to get up and sit somewhere. It is possible by managing. I can softly say, gentlemen, these are the reasons. If you sit here, it will be difficult to understand. You get just one bench back, you can see the blackboard clearly, or back bench, you can see the blackboard clearly. So, with to help others and to help me, if you move, it will be better. So, like that, I have to manage him to move. Okay, means with the force, I cannot lift him to play somewhere else. It is not possible. So are humans, and basically humans are driven by feelings. Okay, egos are there. We are driven by our feelings. We are motivated by our own feelings. We are driving by our own feelings. We are moving with our own feelings. So it is very difficult to manage a human. It is a lot very tough task to manage humans. That's saying that it is very easy to communicate with a person at America or a far away is or a person sitting in Delhi around 3,000 kilometers away. It is very difficult, very easy to communicate him through telephone. Okay, but it may not be possible to communicate with a person sitting beside you through verbally. Means അയാളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കി അയാളുടെ ബ്രെയിനിന്റെ അകത്തേക്ക് ഇൻഫോർമേഷൻ എത്തിച്ചിട്ട് അയാളെ കൊണ്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യിപ്പിക്കാനോ അയാളെ കൊണ്ട് സം ജോബ് ചെയ്യിക്കാനോ വളരെ ടഫ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ജോബാണ്. അതേസമയം നമുക്ക് ഇലക്ട്രോണിക് മീഡിയ വഴി കിലോമീറ്റേഴ്സ് ആൻഡ് കിലോമീറ്റേഴ്സ് സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ട് സെക്കൻഡ് വെച്ച് നമുക്ക് മെസ്സേജ് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. പക്ഷെ ഒരു റൂമിന്റെ ബ്രെയിനിന്റെ അകത്തേക്ക് ഒരു മെസ്സേജ് എത്തിക്കാൻ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി ടഫ്. So as a manager, it will be very tough job ahead of you, because you're all mechanical diploma engineers. What you will have to do in industry? നിങ്ങൾ എന്തിനാണ് why this subject is taught to you? Any subject പഠിക്കുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് why this is taught to you is very important to understand. Why? Because what you are going to do with this knowledge you heard, you gained in the classroom. See, in the classroom, why you are learning? In the classroom, the learning scope is not scoring marks. The classroom, the learning score is to gain knowledge, not mere marks. So don't go behind marks. You score, you gain knowledge in the classroom. Okay, that is important. So managing human, that is important to you, because you will be managing workers in your industry. See, there, if you are in a service in an industry, or if you are in controlling the safety of an industry, or you are in supervising the service center or maintenance of an industry, there will be a lot of workers under you handling different machines, different equipments. So you will have to manage those workers. So you have to understand the work and understand. You have to understand the managing of these workers. You must understand the management. So managing men it's a basically it is fundamentally ഇത് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇതൊരു സയൻസ് ആണ് as well as is an art. Managing management is an art as well as science. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാ science? There are some principles behind this. So there are a lot of principles guiding management. Example, if thermodynamics is a subject, first law of thermodynamics is a guideline binding thermodynamics law. Second law of thermodynamics, there is a law. Zeroth law of thermodynamics, there are fundamental laws and some formula, some guidelines covering that subject science. So thermal engineering or thermodynamics is a branch of science. Likewise, management is a branch of science. It is having some fundamental rules and regulations and laws, governed by some laws. That laws and all we are going to learn that laws and all. So fundamental laws are there. Management is a science as well as an art. Why it is an art? Means you are handling humans. Humans. Okay, it's an art. As I said, lifting a person from if you want to make a person sit behind from front row, you cannot lift him and sit at the back. But politely, if I say friendly, if I say with some motivation, if I motivate him to move back with a happy, with a cheerful mood, he will go at the back seat and sit. Or if you want if you want your friend, if you want a person sitting at the back bench to come over the front bench, if I motivate him voluntarily, with happily, he will come to front seat. That is management of women. So it is possible to manage humans with some application of science and some principles. So we are going to learn fundamental principles of management, governing principles in the coming future. So managing men and materials as well as material. Material means income material, borrowed material. So if why material? Material means these material. There are different materials. Raw material, prime material is there. Means if a car is there, the what material you are going to see on is called prime material. That other than prime material, there are so many materials what is used for manufacturing, but you cannot see on that the product. It is indirectly used one. So the material is converted into finished product. So you will be using some raw materials. Likewise, you will be using some bought-out material. Means suppose let us say a Maruti car. Maruti car is not 100% manufactured at the plant. Maruti cannot manufacture 100% thing. If we are 100% parts if you are manufacturing, the cost of the car will may go up. So what they do the basic things. They will manufacture uh, the body. They will manufacture the engine. Other thing like the gear, the steering, the light, uh, and the lamps. Lamps, tire, etc. All bought out. So many bolts, nuts, carburetor. Nowadays, car is not using carburetor, and that uh, fuel system, brake system, okay, cooling system, air conditioning system, all bought out from other company. That is called the bought out parts. The materials for your body is bought. It is converted into raw finished goods. Engine raw material is bought. It is gone through so many processing and converted to finished goods engine. So this is called manufacturing, converting raw material into finished part. For this thing, there are some methods. It is not that you buy some material, do some process, and get into a finished thing. No, it is planned how to convert the raw material into finished goods. There is some method. What are the machines to be used? What are the tools to be used? What process to be used? How to convert it? What type of diet to be used? All these things to be planned. That is managing materials as well as managing methods. So materials, methods, then money as well as men, machines. Managing all things is called management. Okay. Uh, Frederick Wilsworth Taylor, F.W. Taylor, is known as the father of scientific management. He applied so many rules other than thumb rules in management. That becomes the principles of management. So we may have to learn principles of. There are some 13, 14 principles devised by F.W. Taylor. He is known as father of scientific management. So what are the things we will learn in the next session? Here we are going to learn about management. So you must understand what is management. Management അതിന്റെ അതിൽ തന്നെ അതിന്റെ അർത്ഥമുണ്ട് മാനേജിങ്. അത് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി മാത്രമല്ല. This is, see, management does not apply to industry alone. It is applicable to your home. It is applicable to your institute. See, your institute is managed. Why it is managed? To produce some better diploma holders. You are coming in the first year with the you are the raw material. So we are treating you, we are teaching you, we are practicing you through so many labs, through many missionaries. We are teaching you so many subjects, finally making you a diploma holder to suit you into industries to supervise some action. So that is what you our product. You are the your students are our product. Again, as an institute is concerned. Some if it's an industry, it is a product, a mobile phone product, a manufacturing mobile phone, manufacturing car, manufacturing gate near the house. Some vendor will come and measure your gate size, and they will weld the steels, cut steels and weld. So that is the output. Is the gate. Finished the product, the cupboard is the product. Your laptop will be a product. The end use you are will be using it. So manufacturing at some end you will be using it. So with so many materials, uh, a laptop is manufactured to for your use. Why this is all things is manufactured for human use, for human comfort. Okay, so human comfort materials are converted into usable product through so many processes. These processes are to be managed. Okay, for that so much money we need. This money is to be managed. For this we need workers. The workers to be managed. For this we have to buy materials. Materials to be managed. For this we need machineries. Machines to be managed. So all these things to be managed. Okay. So managers are doing some crucial activity in an industry to manage the whole industry to convert the product to convert the materials into finished product. At your home, your father and your mother is managing your house. Your mother is managing your house. Mother is asking you to buy so many materials. So she cooks those things and giving you food as a finished product. She will be managing the house. Okay. When the items are going to finish, they will be asking you to go and market and buy. She will be checking the uh, availability of materials now and then. How much available? If its stock is going to finish or not. Finally, if the stock reaches a buffer level, she will ask you to go to market. There, she will give you money to purchase some items, and you will send. There he is managing man. She is managing materials. She is managing materials, and she is managing a method in the kitchen as well as house. Housekeeping is her duty. She is doing it nicely. So a housewife or your mother at your house is doing it 18 and 20 hours job continuously doing managing your house. But we are not normally we don't understand or we don't recognize it. But it is a very tough and hard job managing your house. Like you people, she is managing you, getting you into institute and getting you some degree or diploma and making helping you to get into some job. So ultimately, an industry or institute, a house or a office or a hospital or a restaurant, management role is very important. Why we learn here is why we at all learn management is you are going to manage some workers in an industry or maybe a service center or maybe you may be into a Tata Steel, you may be into a Maruti car manufacturing company later, you may be in Mahindra engineering company. You may be in some other well or famous industry. There you may be employed as a supervisor, or you may be employed as a trainee. So your job will be managing. You may be managing material. Your job may be managing men, or your job may be managing a floor, manufacturing floor. So you will have to understand the basics of management, human management, machine management, material management, all these things in a nutshell, in a briefly, in a we'll understanding. Okay, so don't bother about the how much marks you are going to score in the examination. What you're going to do is you have to gain knowledge so that the next day when you step out of the college in an industry, you must be able to manage if you are posted as a supervisor in the floor, production floor or manufacturing floor, maybe a welding shop or maybe a CNC machine shop, lot of workers under you. You may be able to manage them at the best, so that you get a good result, you get a good outcome, so that you can prosper in your life. That is why this is taught to you. So better not to bother about the mark, but bother about the knowledge you are gaining in the class as well as the institute. Thank you. Next time we are going to learn FW Taylor. What is the contribution of FW Taylor for principles of management? Okay. Next class we will see. This is a small introduction I want to share with you about the management subject, industrial management and safety. Safety at the fourth unit, industrial safety we will learn about the safety. You might have got a little bit in the environmental science and disaster management about safety. You must know. Okay. Second, third unit, some management techniques. I tell there are some management techniques. Vikram sir will be teaching you about the PERT, CP, critical path method, PERT, etc. These are some management techniques used in executing a project. Okay. The fundamental things we will learn in the first unit. See you in the next class. Bye.